I love
Hey
the
everyone.
intro.
Yeah. So welcome to the first inaugural episode of 1v200. Basically, it's going to be a one-on-one interview show where I'm just going to take different guests and I'm be asking them about 200 questions. We have more than 200. We're going to see how time permits and kind of see. But
So you can get to know your host of the other show we do together, Tier Ranker Fights, and then maybe we can turn it around and interview the other host, Mr. Jordan Anderson.
yeah,
over
right.
there.
I mean, someone interview me eventually. but today we have Chris Scott, and then we're going to kind of just go through. Maybe I'll have some people from my second YouTube channel. I might have some family members, friends, just people just that I know in my life. And if anyone has anyone that they'd like me to try and get, obviously I'm not getting no celebrities yet. I'm going to say yet, but but I mean, for now, we're going to just have some fun. So, but yeah, how you been, Chris?
Been good, buddy. Had a good Christmas and a great New Year. Kind of took it easy. I mean, I played a little bit of Cyberpunk 2077, which I'm still loving despite all the people complaining about the glitches. It seriously is just an incredible game. It really, really is. It's a must get.
You haven't played it. You haven't played some of that too. Probably quite not quite as much because we've been moving and we've been pretty busy and stuff. But I'm coming to you from my new studio. This is the second thing that I filmed from here. I filmed one thing for my other channel. So
awesome.
Yeah, it's been a fun transition versus filming at my dining room table right up next to a wall where I have like literally like 4 feet of room to squeeze in between the table and the wall.
Beautiful dining room table studio. It's quite amazing.
Yeah. But yeah, I was gonna say that both of us had a good weekend for sports. How about those Packers? They're having
my gosh, dude, the Packers just came in there and crushed the Bears. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
So, you guys, oh my gosh. Yeah.
Yes, the Seahawks. We barely squeaked it out against the 49ers with a defensive battle most of the time, but it was my team versus my wife Shannon. She's a huge 49ers fan, so sorry, Shannon. We beat you. So sorry. You're not going to make the playoffs this year. Sorry.
So I'm not quite supposed to be acknowledging this, but I think I might. So it's rumored because, of course, so my Packers get a bye week, okay? And then I think they come back and they might be playing the Saints.
Oh, okay.
So my friend Jason and I have a running bet that whoever team loses, his team is the Saints. He loves the Saints. And if the Saints lose, he gets to wear a Green Bay jersey and a Green Bay hat and declare to everyone his undying love for the team. And of course, if I lose, well, it's really going to come out that really this whole time I've been a closet Saints fan. I just didn't want to sit to everybody. Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Well, I've been a little bit of a closet Saints fan because once Drew Brees, he got hurt. They had a backup quarterback, Taysom Hill. He's from BYU, and he's actually. I want to say that my brother Cade actually knew him, which is cool. So,
that's cool.
Yeah, and like he was playing lights out for a backup quarterback. I think he's going to find a starting position somewhere. I don't know where.
Absolutely, man.
Because obviously he's not going to take Drew Brees' spot. He's a legend, but he'll find a spot somewhere. Yep. But anyways, so yeah, we can jump into these questions. So basically, you don't have to answer all of them. You can say pass if there's anyone, because some of them are a little personal. Some of them are not so much. So in the description, I said some questions get heavy-handed. Some are a little more light, So we can just kind of just roll through it, and we're going to get to know my good friend Chris here. So
let's do this.
All right, so I'm just going to kind of just go through them one after the other. So we start out on. So what's your email address?
My email address is we use it for the show. So I don't mind doing that. Yeah. So Chris Scott, ChrisScott 1128 @gmail.com.
All right, and I don't think that it's on our little scrolling ticker that we have here, but we have all right, awesome. We got the email for our show on there, but what is your full name as it appears on your birth certificate?
Christopher Michael Scott.
Right. So everyone knows your
But
middle
I got
name.
really 3 first names, and especially it was kind of bad when I was going to Boise State. If I wanted to find out anything about like information about school, it turns out there were like 6 other Christopher Michael Scouts, so I had to go down there in person because they're like,
Oh wow.
how can I verify this? So I didn't realize it was such a common name until that.
Which is an awesome middle name, because my middle name's Michael too. So an awesome middle
Michael's
name.
kind of a family name.
Oh,
yeah.
Right on.
Yeah.
Family name. Cool. Yeah. Do you have any nicknames that like people call you, friends or family? Or?
Trying to think.
I have some.
I'm looking at Fred Travis, who's not on this show right now. I don't think I have a nickname or anything, and I don't think he wants to speak apparently. So,
That's right.
So then, I don't think I really have any nicknames. I mean, one of my coworkers, Reagan, she calls me Kid, which is cool.
Yeah. And for some reason, I'm not able to get the regular little our individual names to display, but on the show you've been going by the Casablanca Kid, which is a cool
I've
nickname.
been going by Casablanca Kid because as I said, I love. Well, we haven't talked on this, but we'll get more into it. Obviously, movies and stuff like that. But my interest, but I love Casablanca, so absolutely stems from that.
Awesome. Yep. And then what are your parents' names?
My dad's name is Dan Scott, and my mom's name is Diane Scott. Well, Diane, yeah. We'll just go with their, married names.
With their married names. All right. That sounds good. And then how many candles were on your last birthday cake? So essentially, how old are you?
I am 36 years old. It's born November 28th, 1984. So I'm getting old.
Well, that answers my next question, because the next question was the date you regularly blow them out, which is your birthday. So
yes, November 28th, 1984, exactly.
So you're like pretty much right around Thanksgiving time.
Oh yeah, it's one of those things where it's like either falls right on Thanksgiving or the weird times where it's like on Black Friday where nothing's open. So if I want to go do something, it's kind of screwed.
Yeah, right. Everything's closed. Yep. Do you have any pets?
Currently do not really have any pets. I mean, my grandma has 2 cats, but they don't. I mean, they're more her cats because she feeds them more.
Okay.
But eventually, we would like to have cats. Hopefully, that I haven't answered another question.
Yeah, I know you and Ruth are big cat people, so yeah, I can see you with some cats. Nice. Yeah. And then, is that your natural hair color that you have?
It is. My natural hair color is brown. Of course, I'm getting less and less of it.
Right. As are we all. I'm starting to lose it, maybe over here a little, but getting that little widow's peak. But what is your eye color?
My eye color is also brown, really dark brown. Yeah, so nice. I got
and then do you have any piercings?
I do not have any piercings. I've thought about it over the years, but I've never committed to getting anything pierced.
What about tattoos?
Do not have any tattoos. Same thing. Like there are so many things like I would like to get tattooed. Like I would love I've thought about getting like the Ninja Turtles poster. Yes. The Ninja Turtles rising out of the manhole. Do you see their faces on the classic original Ninja Turtles movie poster? I've always liked that one.
That'd be sick.
In keeping with kind of my love for Casablanca, I've kind of always wanted to maybe do a black and white kind of tribute tattoo to Humphrey Bogart. So I thought about that. Maybe a Cowboy Bebop tattoo. So I have a couple in mind, but I've never really committed to it, and I don't really know how well I do with pain. I feel like I'd be a screaming baby.
Right. Yeah. I thought about tattoos for me, but I probably won't ever get one. I'm just kind of like it's like, what if I decide that I don't want it one day, or like it's like too permanent for me?
I think, since I love Snoopy, so maybe a Snoopy crossover would be dope. Like a Snoopy and the Turtles. I thought about that possibly, or Snoopy and Humphrey Bogart.
Yeah, like a Red Baron or something. That'd be cool
Yeah,
too.
dude, that would be dope.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. Definitely. What is your birthplace?
My
Where were you born?
birthplace is Fairfax, Virginia.
Okay. So
Yeah, raised at Fairfax County Hospital.
That's right. You were born out east. So when did you move here to Idaho?
So moved here in '91.
Okay.
Yeah.
1991.
My dad had traveled around a lot and really kind of fell in love with Virginia. I mean, with Idaho, especially with how much crime there was in Virginia. Really wanted to kind of get us out of that area and out of that atmosphere.
Okay. Yeah. That makes sense. Yeah. So you moved here just a few years before my family did. We moved to Idaho in 95. So
okay.
So yeah, but yeah, I remember I was 12 and I had a big, huge early birthday because my birthday's in April. We moved around April 1st, and my birthday's April 30th. So I had a huge goodbye with all my friends over there, and because we don't really have much social media, I tried going back to visit from time to time, but I've kind of lost touch with a lot of those friends. I must have been too young or so.
I've been very lucky with social media, like for instance, to get back in touch with people or keep in touch with people. Like my best friend Malcolm Patterson, who I've known since elementary school back in Virginia.
Okay.
Actually, I was able to keep in touch with him, and he actually drove all the way out here to come to my wedding.
Oh, nice.
No, that was when he lived in California, but still, it was pretty awesome.
Okay.
Though.
Yeah. Still,
and I hadn't seen him in years and years and years. So it was it was an awesome reunion.
Very cool. Yeah. Yeah. There's a few friends from my childhood that I grew up with that I've been trying to find on social media, and I just cannot find them. I don't know if they don't have social media or what the deal is.
A lot of the time, what helps is if you know the school you went to, is maybe looking up that school and then kind of go from there.
Okay.
Because that's how I found a lot of my friends.
That's a good idea. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Let's see. I decided I'm going to skip this one, unless you really want to say it. It's what is your address? But I kind of feel like maybe everyone doesn't want to give out their address on social media. I mean, on YouTube. Right. You say that.
Yes.
You're at the bottom of Mount Doom.
Yes, at the bottom of Mount Doom.
But so this one says, where did you grow up and what was it like for you? Like, do you remember much of growing up in Virginia, or your memories mostly from?
I remember a lot of Virginia. So I mean, I was born in '84. I mean, so I grew up in a time, obviously. I mean, we had internet eventually, but not really, and it was kind of slow. I remember playing outside a lot with my friends.
Okay.
I remember riding big wheels all the time.
Nice.
Back when we lived in Virginia, I mean, so back in the woods we had behind our house, we lived in like 10 acres. So I remember going back in the woods and like exploring because we had a whole creek to play in. And I remember there were crawdads you would find. So I remember like capturing crawdads, putting those in like fish tanks. It was just a lot of fun to grow up there. I mean, there was a cool old general store. So I grew up in Clifton, Virginia, which a lot of Clifton, like some of the neat aspects were like one of the houses was forted by George Washington and his troops, for instance. Back in the woods where I lived, there were you could see it. There were fire pits where Civil War soldiers stayed.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so
that's very cool.
We used to find some old bullets and stuff like that.
Oh, cool!
And I remember being lucky to go to. I mean, we going to the lighthouse. You know, all the time. We went to all the Smithsonian's in Washington D.C., which was incredible. I remember what was called the Metro. We ride the Metro and go down to Washington D.C.
Oh yeah, I've heard some stories about the Metro. That's a little sketchy now. There's kind of some weirdos that are on that Metro.
You have that. You're going to.
Yeah.
You know, but overall, I'd say I had a really good childhood. I didn't really necessarily have like Like I think I was just telling my mom the other day, it's like, and even trying to write now, I kind of feel like the phone I'm holding in my hand, ironically, has kind of become a crutch. Okay, because I feel like I didn't have this stuff, so I would sit and write and read for hours. Nothing would leave me. I wouldn't be like, oh my God, sorry. What is the latest, notification on Instagram? What is the latest notification on Facebook?
Yep.
I would definitely say that I've become, kind of attached to those notifications. Hopefully,
I think that
question. I know that kind of, yeah.
Yeah, I went on and
sorry,
I watched that documentary that's on Facebook. It's called The Social Dilemma. I don't know if you've seen it yet, but like
I have not heard about it. I think.
But it dives deep into that kind of stuff. It's like if a notification pops up on your phone, it's like of course you're gonna look at it. You're not just gonna like sit there and like not look at it, or like you're eventually gonna look at it later if you're busy. You're not really gonna just let it go. I mean, I think most people aren't. So it's a way kind of like they keep you hooked on on social media, and then also all the suggestions you get, ads, you get suggestions from like YouTube. All that stuff, but that's on another tangent. But it's like
a whole other tangent. But it's like, so going back to my youth and growing up, I feel like I had a good life. It was a lot of fun. I remember for years we had like an old NES Nintendo. We had like 144 games because we would get them from like yard sales. I remember going to yard sales all the time as a kid.
Oh, nice.
I still love yard selling. Yeah.
Same here.
Going to like Ross, and I remember probably went to antique stores, such as where I probably get my love for antiquing from.
Oh, nice. Yeah, my
family. Talking to my friend Travis earlier about this. He's like, antiquing's kind of lame. It means like you become an old adult and you probably croquet in your free time. And you probably have yes.
Whenever I told that to my mom is like obsessed with antiquing. She loves that kind of stuff, and then me and Shannon go to a ton of garage sales. Like we're actually looking forward to garage sale season. So,
well, yeah, man, I was like I've been telling my friend for years. It's like, dude, that's where you can get legit pieces of furniture that people are maybe they're moving and they don't want to take their couch with them.
Right, exactly.
But it's really, really nice.
Until we finished half of our apartment.
Obviously. And that's another kick-a-doodle. I know we're getting off on a major tangent, but I just
right.
Okay. People that pay full price at a yard sale for something are just lame.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all about the wheeling and dealing, right? You got to know how to wheel and deal, right?
Wheel and deal, buddy. Let the dice roll. Anyways, we can get on with the questions.
Yep.
Right. I could just spend an hour on that one question, even though it was like 18 minutes.
Well, it's all right. We'll eventually find a good stopping point, but so the next question: what is your relationship with your family like? Is it good, bad, kind of like neutral? Like what?
I mean, I have so overall, I would say I have a really good relationship. I mean, over the years, kind of, I have two other brothers. I think I'm probably closer to one brother than the other. Just kind of maybe different interests,
Yeah.
But overall, I would say I'm very lucky to grow up in a household like I did. Like my mom and dad encouraged us all to play together. We did stuff together. Sure, we probably wrestled and argued a little bit, but that was about it. That was kind of where it stopped.
Okay.
So I would say I have a really good relationship with everybody.
That's awesome because a lot of people don't always have that. There's a lot of people that are estranged from their family. They don't speak to them for whatever reason, So yep. So it sounds like you've been very blessed in that aspect. So that's good.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So next question. Have you ever been in love, and if so, who? You don't have to get back into everyone, but you can talk about your current love.
Over the years, I think you're younger and you think maybe you found that person you like, or maybe you date, but then that person comes along and they understand you and they appreciate everything you are, even if maybe you're slightly broken because of life or whatever. And that was exactly the way it was with Ruth when I met her. We both had a lot of stuff going on between the two of us, but it's like we just met and clicked. And I think we've been together for over 5 years now. Married for June 16th, 2017 is when we got married. So
okay, right on.
So we're still going strong. I mean,
awesome.
A lot of people talk about that honeymoon period. Like those butterflies will just go away, and sometimes we have our arguments. For the most part, though, I still feel so lucky to have her in my life.
Awesome.
There's so many moments in my life where it's like the little things, like, hey, so maybe she picks up like a Snoopy for me or whatever. It makes my day.
Yeah, right. Yeah. You actually see that on social media a lot. You guys pick up little things here and there, little ways to brighten each other's day. I can see you're always thinking about each other, so that's awesome.
And I think that's really the most important thing. I know we're coming up on Valentine's Day, as everyone's like, oh my gosh, there's Valentine's Day stuff in the store.
I know, right?
At the end of the day, if you really love and appreciate the person you're with, you don't need to put so much attention on Valentine's Day.
No, you just do it every day almost.
Exactly. Besides, Valentine's Day is usually like crazy busy wherever you go.
Yeah, right. Yeah, like for me and Shannon, we always either celebrate the weekend before or the weekend after, just so we can avoid the whole Valentine's Day rush. Yep.
Yeah, that's the way we are too.
All right. So some of these questions are a little random. Like next one, have you ever been to Africa?
I have never been to Africa. That would be cool. I've always wanted to go on like a safari. I've always wanted to kind of see Africa. That'd be cool. But no, I've never been to Africa.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, awesome. I've always wanted to go to South Africa just because they speak English there, so I can actually communicate. It's like might be one of the only countries in Africa they speak English. So, but have you ever been toilet papering? And you have any crazy stories about toilet paper?
I think we've all been toilet papering in our younger days. Yeah. I think that's all I'm going to say on that. I don't really have any crazy stories to share, but I remember definitely getting my fair share of toilet paper from the store, and yeah.
That's like
okay, so one kind of comes to mind. Okay, so me and some other people get toilet paper from the store, and we head to the front, and we put it down on the belt. And a cousin of mine sees like a police officer's like a couple like rows back in line, and he freaks out. So he like gets the toilet paper and like runs out the door. And I'm like, dude, we're literally just buying toilet paper. There's literally nothing wrong with what we're doing.
Right? Yeah, like they have no idea.
They have no idea. No idea. Minority Report.
That's funny.
Okay. Thankfully, Minority Report doesn't exist. Yeah.
He's like it's the fuzz, scatter, run. Yep. That's awesome.
No.
So I know you said this next question, it's about alcohol, but I know you said you've been sober for a little while now. But do you have a favorite alcohol you like to drink, or do you pretty much like one that you?
So I mean, when I was drinking, I definitely liked Stella Artois. Stella Artois will always probably be my favorite beer. Let's see. I got to the point where, I always kind of liked Captain Morgan Spice Rum and Coke.
Okay.
I liked Captain Black and Coke. And then I kind of got into a little fancier. So like I was drinking like Oak Knoll bourbon over ice. So just like you kind of savor it, you kind of sip it. You don't just drink it all at once. I always kind of liked Coors. As far as the being drunk aspect, sure, I've been drunk. But I didn't really enjoy it. I really enjoyed kind of when I was drinking, which as you kind of brought up to a point we could talk about. But I never really enjoyed being drunk. I enjoyed, having a couple drinks and hanging out with friends. Maybe one drink. Right. But I never really enjoyed the whole like, woo, let's go. Like, no. Yeah. It was never really me, And then, so I started hitting the gym. So just went back to the gym for the first of the year, which really has nothing to do about New Year's resolutions. It was just like with work and everything, I kind of got away from the gym. So what happened is I started going to the gym like regularly. And I'd step on the scale and I'm like, okay, cool. I'm doing really good. Starting to lose weight. But then I'd be like, okay, now I'm starting to gain weight. Well, what's the one thing in my life that I'm doing that like is maybe adding weight? It was the alcohol. So I was like, it kind of sucked because it was kind of different. You know, there are those people you hang out with and you're like, maybe have a drink, or places you go. And you're like, maybe I'll have a drink now.
Yep.
And I'm like, now, like for instance, I was at Applebee's with my wife the other night, or couple probably last week or so. That's why usually I would have had like a Coors. But it's like gotten to the point where I haven't been drinking for so long, since August now, that I'm just like, it's cool. And I can talk about it like with you, and I'm not like salivating like a puppy. Okay.
Yeah, right.
You know? But I don't really miss it. I don't.
That's good.
I mean, of course, I've kind of switched it out for more like energy drinks, which is obviously another kick-a-doodle. Yeah. You know? But I'm trying to do more sugar-free and stuff like that, and drink more tea.
That's the thing I've been cutting out is a lot of energy drinks. I've been having way too many energy drinks, especially when I'd work overnight. I would always have energy drinks because I'm up all night. But then I found myself running to the bathroom once an hour, and then my supervisors were like, man, you go to the bathroom a lot. You need to stay on task, keep working.
Oh yeah.
And like, yeah, I probably shouldn't drink maybe so many energy drinks. I'm gonna cut that.
And that's kind of where I am, and especially during the holidays, like I was drinking tons of energy drinks, so I'm breaking it back down to like maybe one.
Yep.
One at a time.
I think everyone kind of lets it go during the holidays a little bit, and then you get back on the wagon or off or however.
Right.
Whatever the saying is.
Right. Yep. So it feels good, man. I feel better overall, though, not drinking.
Nice.
I really, really do.
Cool.
And I'm not trying to, I always feel like when I say that now, I feel like, oh my gosh, I'm preaching about how everyone should quit alcohol and feel better with their life. It's your choice. Okay? Right. You can drink if you'd like to. If you enjoy a glass of wine, that's fine. My wife still enjoys wine.
Yeah.
You know, and a lot of people that or beer, that's fine. Or a glass of whiskey. Enjoy. But I'm just saying overall, myself personally, I feel a lot better, and I have no intention of drinking again.
Yeah, but I know Shannon. She used to drink a lot of vodka, but like she's pretty much been just about sober. She maybe has like one on occasion when she's out with a friend, just to kind of as like a social thing, but she really doesn't drink it anymore. I've even asked her about it if she really has much of a desire. She's like, no. Like, I don't really. I'm just not really into it. I'll just do it with a friend, and they want to do like one shot or something like that. But that's about it.
Yeah.
So she doesn't really do much either. But let's see. So the next question is who is a person or some people that inspire you or make you really happy? Like it could be like someone personal in your life or someone famous. It could be either way.
I don't think. I mean,
or if you have a personal hero, because that's the next question, and they kind of like coincide. So if you have anything like that.
So the first question, sorry, what was the first question?
It was a person or people that inspire you or make you really happy. Just being around them just cheers you up or makes you really happy. Or like watching them if it's someone famous,
Right, exactly. Gosh, not cliche, but it's like, there's certain people in my life, I hate to say this, like you, man, dude.
Yeah.
You've always been one of those people in my life that, you're moved. You guys have a new place. You guys are doing well. You're happier at work. Obviously, you're finding more of your foot, and I notice you. As we've been doing more of these shows together, you've been happier. So you've always been one of those people that kind of make me happy and kind of look up to, my friend Travis, those friends in your life, you're like, and I can think I have like maybe, and I think you're probably the same way, but I have like 3 or 4 like really good friends that I can count on like one hand. You're like, damn, you're doing good. That's awesome.
Right. Yeah.
Where you're making progress in your life and you're just, you're happy. I
Yep, it's a
mean,
grind. It's definitely not
right,
easy.
exactly. So another person I'd say probably, it sounds kind of cliche, but definitely my parents,
Yeah,
100%. We
for sure.
may argue at times, but at the end of the day, I know they have my best interest in mind.
Yeah,
And they're always
for
supportive and
sure.
they're always loving. You know,
Yeah,
uh, my wife, my wife Ruth is incredible.
yeah,
I love seeing how she's progressed in her job and how happy it makes her. You
yeah,
know, I love sharing things with her, like watching Sergeant Stubby with her.
okay.
We may not always play the Lego games together, but listening to her squee while she's playing like Lego Hobbit is amazing. It's literally
Yeah,
one of the best things in the
right.
world, man.
That's
It
awesome.
is absolutely great. Uh, One of the people I think that deserves recognition or whatever is my boss Debbie at work.
Okay.
She goes through a lot there at work, but she's always beyond supportive. She's always one of those people who's like she'll be sure off your back and she cares about you a lot. You know,
Yeah, that always
and
makes the job
really
like
makes where I
way,
work at
way
Albertsons
better.
sort of feel like a family.
Awesome.
Yeah. So that's kind of a couple. Hopefully, I kind of answered that.
Yeah, I always look back to like jobs I've had. I probably have maybe like 2 or 3 bosses that I just love, but the
Yeah.
rest I've had a lot that I hated too. I mean, I'll be honest. There.
I
But
think the Arthur Willie family too were incredible as well. Yeah.
awesome. That's cool. Um, let's see. Um, so name something that makes you unique, unusual, or different. So just like something that's unique to yourself.
Unique to
If you can
myself.
think of anything. If you can't think of anything, you can always pass. If you can't, nothing comes to mind. But
I don't know about unique or interesting. Let's see.
like for me, like I can memorize movie quotes just like that. I can like pretty much quote like certain movies from beginning to end. I just have that kind of mind for it. And I also was one with a little bit of a stutter, so you'll hear that
Right.
from time to time. So
Oh
that's
yeah.
something
I battled with a
that's unique
stutter.
to me.
So when I was younger, I battled with a stutter.
Oh really? I didn't even know that.
Oh yeah, I battled with a horrible stutter for years.
Oh wow.
I went to speech therapist, and it was one of those things where like they couldn't
Yep, I've
quite
been there.
get over it. You know,
Yeah.
when I was younger as well, I would, there was the right brain and left brain mentality.
Yep.
So I was always told my right brain was off. So I've never been able to ride a bike for that reason.
Oh really?
So it kind of sucks, but it is
Yeah.
what it is.
Right.
You Let's see. Um, Sort of on the other hand of that, it's also, I think, because focusing on not having a stutter, part of that is focusing on enunciating your words, which is
Right.
what helped me to get a cool deep voice. So,
Yeah. Right.
yeah.
Yep. You got to learn
So maybe
to
there's a few things
enunciate,
there.
and then
Yeah.
speak slowly. Like for me, like I get speaking really, really, really fast, and I start to
Me
like
too,
stumble
man.
over my words,
If
and so I
I
gotta
get excited
slow down.
right. But if I get excited about something, I will absolutely forget my words, or I
Yep.
will definitely stutter, man. I
Yep. That
still get
happens to me. Yep.
absolutely. So I get it.
Yep. And I think you already answered this next question is where do you work or go to school? So you mentioned
I
Albertsons.
work for a company called Albertsons, which is awesome. And I graduated from Boise State with a dual bachelor in business administration and human resource management in 2017.
Awesome. Cool. And then what's your favorite color?
Favorite color? That's tough.
Yeah.
I mean,
Mine definitely changed over the years, but I probably have one.
I can't obviously like favorite color has to be one color, right? Obviously, it can't
Yeah,
be
I mean,
colors.
yeah,
I mean, I wear a lot of red, so I mean, like, I love like, especially like darker red,
yeah.
maybe like a burgundy. I love burgundy,
Okay.
or I mean, I
Nice.
lean towards more like a dark blue.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, for me
Always
recently,
kind of love those colors.
Well, normally I would say my favorite color is like a dark blue, kind of like a midnight blue. But recently I've been into neon colors, so I got neon colors on like all my clothes and everywhere. So
Dude, which is so awesome, man. Well, dude, because that just fits your personality.
Right. Yeah.
It really does, man. You know, you're outgoing, you're fun. You know, it really fits you.
Yeah, and even for our tier ranker fights, I have it all kind of in like some neon colors and stuff. So
Yeah.
so on our other show, you'll see that in the intro because I love neon colors. So I kind of did that. So yeah, that's one thing for me. Like playing the new Cyberpunk game, I'm like really digging all the color schemes and all
Dude,
that stuff too.
beautiful.
So yeah, I like that a lot. Yeah, very very pretty to look at, despite all the graphic glitches. I mean, if you get it past that, like it actually is a really cool. They're really
I'm
graphically
playing on like a
stunning.
3rd gen Cyberpunk game, and I really don't hate it as much as everyone wants to pretend to hate the game.
Yeah, right.
I'm sorry. I think
Same
it's literally a pretend to hate at this point.
Yep.
Yeah.
So here's one that's pretty interesting. What things have made you cry? Like books, movies, personal experiences, like anything you can think of.
I literally just sobbed watching Turner and Hooch.
Oh yeah, oh yeah,
Dude,
there's some
straight
sad
sobbed
parts.
at the end of that movie, man. Just like when Tom he breaks down. Okay, first off, I can't really give any spoilers because I feel like
That's
it's
all right.
long enough that like
Oh
even
yeah,
myself. Okay, I feel like kind of
came out in the
spoilers should
late
be
80s, so yeah.
reinstituted to a degree because like I hadn't seen this movie since I was like a kid, and I really
Yeah,
don't remember liking this movie. All right,
right.
I remember
Same.
just being okay, just because I think a lot of the jokes and a lot of the story went over my head as a kid.
Yep.
I really do, but it's such a deep story. So when when he's literally taking care of when he's having to hold the dog's face basically, and then oh my gosh,
Yeah,
broke
right
down.
before you.
Yeah.
You're right for
Gosh, trying to
before
think
the
what.
dog died. But yeah, I was thinking right before the dog died, because the dog obviously he gets shot. Spoiler alert. But yeah,
Right.
gets shot trying to essentially save Tom Hanks's life
Right.
from a killer who killed the dog's previous owner. So
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, and yeah, for me, for some
Um,
reason, always movies that like have animals, like I always sob in the movie Marley and Me. Like that movie gets me like every time, or like when the
oh, dude, yeah.
or like where the red fern grows. Like I'm always bawling in that too.
Let's see. Big Hero 6, I know it's an older movie, but I
Oh yeah,
definitely broke down crying in that one for
yep.
sure. One of the saddest movies.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. Gosh, I don't know. I'm actually pretty emotional when it comes to like movie, TV shows, books.
Yeah.
You know, there are definitely like I'm definitely not that person. Like I remember like when I was younger, like they tell you like, oh my gosh, men don't cry. It's like, and then I got older, I'm like, it's okay to cry.
Yeah, right.
It's cathartic, and that's why
It is.
that's why I think to a degree we enjoy books and we enjoy movies, we enjoy video games.
Yep.
One of the references way too soon for this, so I'm not going to reference it, but Cyberpunk. We can talk
Yeah.
about that offline, but man, there's definitely been a couple times
Oh
playing
yeah.
that game.
Oh
I've
cool.
definitely I'm playing that so
Nice.
far, but yeah,
Yeah.
but,
Yeah, for me, like I'm just really weird. Like for some reason, I don't cry from a lot of personal experiences. I mean, they're really random. Like so, like when my grandpa passed away, I didn't really cry, but I went to his funeral and I was sad, but I never really cried. But then when I watch certain movies, I'm just like sobbed, and I've even cried reading certain books. Like I read the book Unbroken. Like that book got me when he goes through all the experiences that he's gone through, and then he finds God at the end because he realized it's a miracle he survived all these things. Like that one definitely got me. I mean, there's a few different books like that too that have gotten.
So one of the things that gets me, so I had a best friend, Rachel Wong, who passed away in March before.
Yeah, I remember Rachel. Yeah,
and it's like I just like I sobbed so many times, and it gets me now, and it's kind of bittersweet because like I'll look back on memories and I'll see So, like, for instance, when I was first watching, like, Lucifer, apparently back in, like, 2019 when I said to give it a chance, or no, 2018 when I said to give it a chance, she commented, she goes, I love that show. The show's amazing. It's like moments like that where I'm just like,
yeah.
and it's like, I think about what it would be like, what if I was to just call her and she actually answered?
Right. Sure.
Kind of cool, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. For me, one of the things that I just sobbed when I heard about the passing of Chadwick Boseman, because like he was taken way too young from this earth, I feel like, and
so sad.
And also his final movie came out. I think you can find it on Netflix. It's called Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, and like basically he plays a member of a jazz band, and but like all the things that he's gone through to just like make it to that point in his life to provide for his family, to support all the other members in the band, so they could be able to survive, to be able to support their families and to make it big. And there's a lot of things that involve race too, because I think it takes place in like the 50s or something.
Right.
But like just seeing him, like he is an absolutely incredible performance. Like it's just so powerful, and it just makes me think like why was he taken from us so soon? It's like he did all these Marvel movies and like all these action movies. He did the movie 42. He did all these movies, and the whole time he had cancer, but like he was doing all these action movies, and nobody even knew it. Like nobody knew.
But one of the things I watched, and look, I'm wearing a sweatshirt that we got it. Record exchange, which is really dope. But
awesome.
I watched Montage of Heck on HBO Go Max. I didn't really remember watching the documentary about Kurt Cobain's life.
Yeah.
But it just kind of blew my mind, and I cried like several times throughout that, like everything he went through, and then like to think everything he did at the age of 26 years old.
Right.
Like,
yeah.
He literally went on MTV Unplugged, which is one of the greatest concerts ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. Yep. Yep. He was definitely a legend for sure. He was part of the 27 Club. I can't remember who was on it. I know. I don't
remember, but yeah.
There's Kurt Cobain. I know Amy Winehouse was one, and then who's the guy the black guy who played at Woodstock and played the Star Spangled Banner on the electric guitar?
Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah, Jimi Hendrix. He's in the 27 Club. All those guys like passed away way too soon. So yeah. But let's see. Next question: Have you ever been in a car crash before?
Yes, I have.
What was it? Yeah. Was it serious or was it minor?
Or? So I've been in several different car wrecks.
Okay.
One of them I remember. I was with a friend of mine, which I don't know if he really wants to be mentioned, but I was with a friend of mine, and we were hit on the side, and literally his car spun around.
Oh wow!
Spun around. The airbags exploded. I mean, it was scary.
Wow!
I remember like how shaken up I was, and it was like, yeah, it was scary.
Crazy. Yeah.
I know that
sounds crazy.
Oh yeah, yeah. But I don't think it's ever easy getting in a car wreck.
No, like I've been in a couple. I'm gonna get into them when you can eventually interview me. But yeah. But yeah. Crazy times for sure. Yep. Definitely something you want to kind of just forget about and let it be in the past.
Exactly.
Yep. But so the next one, do you have anything weird or unusual that you're obsessed with, or you really have to do, or you have to have done? Like for example, for me, whenever I go to sleep, I have to have all the closet doors completely shut. Like if they're even open even a little bit, like I'm not afraid of any of that stuff. It's just like some weird thing. Like I can't even fall asleep. It's like a really random weird thing. I don't know what it is.
Trying to think, because I definitely have things like that.
Yeah.
I have to when I get money. I have cash, which is very rare. I feel like I usually have my card, but I have to have my money like right side up, and I have to have it facing by bigger denomination in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that definitely makes it easier to find your cash when you're looking for it, you know?
Oh yeah, exactly. Gosh, trying to think what else. It's funny. these I feel like are things you could think about when you're not like put on the spot like this.
Right.
Yep. Gosh,
with anything later, that you'd always come back to it too.
true.
As we go through this.
Yeah, let's go on. But I think,
okay.
but really in response to that question, I think that's the biggest one for me. But also in general, when I'm in a restaurant, I have to be sitting facing the door.
Oh, really?
Absolutely. Yep. So I think those are two things for me.
Or like, here's another question: do you always sleep on the same side of the bed when you're with Ruth? Like Anne, when you guys travel out, out of town, do you still sleep on the same side of the bed, or do you just kind of pick whatever's closer to the door? Or do you pick a certain side, or?
I think we still tend to sleep on the same sides. I still tend to sleep on the same side when I go to sleep.
Yeah, for me, for some reason I always sleep on the side furthest from the door. For some reason, like I've just always done that. But whenever I go
sleep on the side furthest from the door too.
Yeah, whenever I go on vacation, though, I don't really think about it. I just kind of just pick a side and go with it, and I don't really think about it on vacation.
I always sleep on the side furthest from the door.
Yeah.
Regardless, I feel like.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting when you think about that, like those kind of things. You know, like you don't really like think deeply into it, but then when you think back, like yeah, like I kind of do that. But okay, so do you prefer croutons or bacon bits on a salad, or both?
Both, 100%.
Yeah.
Croutons, just like okay, it depends on where you're getting croutons for one thing, but for the most part, absolutely croutons and bacon bits. Okay, and then you gotta have ranch because that's the way to go.
Yeah, right.
That's for me, just like the creme de la creme.
Yeah, for me, it's always bacon bits because I just think croutons are just dry, stale pieces, like crumbs of bread, and I'm kind of like
sad hunks of bread. You're like, this is a bread that basically no one loved, and they decided to put it on a salad.
Yep, exactly. Do you prefer 2 doors or 4 doors on a car, or do you really have a preference?
Really don't have a preference. Does not matter.
Yeah.
I think in general, I'm pretty. I mean, I think it'd be cool to have like a fancy car, but in general, I'm pretty utilitarian. Isn't that the word? Since I just failed that, I think I failed to pronounce that word. So people are gonna watch this later and be like, "This is a proper pronunciation, Chris." Oh, dare you?
Right. Yep. But do you prefer Sprite, 7-Up, or Sierra Mist? Do you have one or the other?
Sprite, absolutely.
Yeah.
I think Sierra Mist is okay, but it tastes kind of funky. It tastes like watered down Sprite, and 7-Up just is like, it reminds me too much of ginger ale, and ginger ale is gross.
Oh yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Do you ever sleep with a blanket or a stuffed animal, like a certain one though?
Absolutely. I sleep with a stuffed Snoopy.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
On yet? Yeah.
Or I usually sleep with a penguin. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I had a certain blanket, but I eventually wore a hole in it, and so that blanket was done for. but
you don't have a stuffed animal you sleep with or anything, sir?
No, I have some stuffed animals. Actually, I have a collection of Disney stuffed animals that I keep over at my parents' house that I just kind of save for when my younger nieces and nephews come over, they can play with them, you know. So I definitely have that. But you have a favorite ice cream flavor?
Cookies and cream, hands down.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, there's so many good flavors, but like cookies and cream is what I go to time and time again.
Nice. That's a classic for sure. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
What are your favorite breakfast foods?
I mean, eggs and bacon is just, I mean, can knock around with eggs and bacon. I mean, egg sandwich is really good. I love French toast. I love pancakes covered with butter and maple syrup.
Yep. All right.
And really thin waffles. I don't really like Belgian waffles. I think Belgian waffles are the gross cousin of waffles. They try to be something like good, but everyone knows they're just like fat, poofy, gross things.
Right. Yep.
Yeah, no.
So what's your favorite non-breakfast food? Like any other type of food?
Favorite non-breakfast food?
Yeah. Like favorite like thing to have for dinner or something.
I mean, okay, there's a difference between like, that's difficult. I love steak.
Yeah.
Steak is really good. I mean, I feel like I eat a lot of chicken. It's kind of boring.
Right.
You know, a lot of chicken, a lot of green beans with garlic. I mean, I do like grilled salmon. Um, I was kind of a tough thing because, like, if I go out to eat, which I know that, well, actually, I guess it is kind of. I love chicken tenders and fries because I'm basically like 5 years old.
Oh yeah. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. No,
Yes.
they are a classic. But what's your favorite dessert? I know.
Oh my gosh, this is so hard because we talked about Jim Ricker fights.
Yeah.
And now I got to pick a favorite dessert. I mean, you know,
our favorite dessert. So if you want to check that out, that's on our channel.
Pumpkin, yeah, check that out on Movie Tier Record Fights. We kind of broke it down and argued about our favorite desserts.
Yeah.
I know what things are lame, like fruit salad.
Yeah, right. Fruit salad and fruit cake.
Pumpkin pie.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites too. I love pumpkin pie.
Warm apple pie with ice cream.
Yep.
Since you can't always sadly get pumpkin pie,
yep.
I mean that's always really, really good. I mean, I love Oreo shakes. Like that's one of my it's probably one of my favorites. Like if I'm gonna go out of the way, I'm gonna go for an Oreo shake.
If you ever go to Five Guys, if you get the Oreo shake with a little bit of peanut butter in it, it's like bomb. That is like the best.
Sounds bomb.com.
And also they have Oreo cookie pieces and then also Oreo cream, so you can choose one or the other or both. So that's kind of cool.
So just in case you're wondering, the sponsor of this show is Five Guys.
It's Five Guys Burgers.
Right. Five Guys Burger right now. It will salivate in your mouth as you're eating.
Not yet a sponsor, but if you're watching,
those French fries taste like crack.
So, in a past relationship, were you usually the dumper or the dumpee? Were you the one to get dumped, or did you dump more often?
That's tough. Really is. I mean, I don't want to say I didn't ever break up with anybody because I know I probably did.
Yeah.
I mean, it was probably kind of mixed.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I really don't think it was like for sure one or the other. Yeah.
Okay, that's fair enough.
I know that kind of skirts your question, but I really don't think there was for sure anything that was like determinate.
Yeah. Okay. When you wear socks, do you wear long, mid-range, or ankle socks usually?
I definitely wear ankle socks, and I like my long fun socks too, like my Ninja Turtle socks. My
other same
stuff like that. Yeah.
Yep, that's would be my exact response too, probably. But what color of socks do you usually wear? Are they white, black, or like multicolored?
So mine right now are kind of a boring.
Oh. So we lost Chris. I'm gonna keep this rolling for a minute. Bring him back in.
So I'm gonna go to show my socks for some reason. But anyways, they're usually kind of a Puma sock. I mean, they're either Puma white or Puma black or colored. Yeah, so it kind of depends.
Yeah, some reason
color kind of sock.
Yeah, some reason when you try and flip the screen around, sometimes it'll boot you off the video. I don't know why.
Yeah.
But what is your favorite holiday? I think I already know this one.
My favorite holiday is definitely Christmas.
Yep.
Absolutely.
I know you're huge into Christmas. I know you always go out and like look at the lights. You go to out to the botanical garden. You go to the festival of trees. You do all that stuff.
I have done that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. What's your favorite time of the year? Do you have a certain time you like best?
I mean, fall's always really nice because I love the changing of the leaves, but I also kind of like spring because it's not quite so warm and it's kind of in between. It's still pretty nice outside. Yeah.
Nice. Not too not too hot, not too cold. All you need is a light jacket. Can you name that movie? That is from Miss Congeniality. I always quote that. Speaking of being able to quote stuff, but what's your favorite song of the moment? Do you have a song right now, or like maybe a band that you're really into, like currently you've been listening to a lot of?
Gosh, like, so I trying to think. I mean, I kind of go all over the place. I know I've kind of like, so probably one of my go-to albums is definitely Eminem's "Music to Be Murdered By," and then when he comes out with that extended album,
yeah, dude, amazing. Oh, so good.
The new AC/DC album is amazing.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely incredible. Trying to think what else. Probably I listened to Theory of a Dead Man, so I like that new album.
Okay.
Shinedown, Seether, but I mean, I really listen to a wide mix of music. I was listening to Home Free at the gym the other day, so that acapella group, which is awesome.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah. So Try Everything, I think, is a song I was listening to, but it's really cool.
Oh yeah, yeah, I think I heard that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. See, do you have a favorite word or like a phrase that you always use a lot? Like I don't really like I kind of feel like I use the word cool like maybe too much overuse. I'm like, oh cool, that's cool. Like, but that's just me.
Gosh, I have so many phrases that have like I feel like I've kind of like just stuck with. I mean, I definitely have said like just saying. They use that. Definitely.
Yeah.
It's like it feels like it's kind of finite. Obviously, I can't cuss on this show.
Oh yeah. You can if you want it. It's up to you.
Because I just watched Nicolas Cage's brand new The Swear Word.
Oh, I haven't seen that yet, but I want to see it. That looks so good. The origin of swear
is one of my favorite words.
Sure.
Yes. So I think this probably just got you like a radio. Like, Chris, seriously, you just said we're gonna have to bleep that out. So you can bleep if you want. No. I mean, like, I use Cool Beans. Dude, I'm a dork. Like I say, like that's what she said. Oh, like even like when it does not relate to that's what she said.
Yeah. Right.
So I work at a grocery store, okay, and like so people buy toilet paper, and I always say like, hopefully your life's a little less crappy.
Yeah. Right. Use all those little puns.
Jokes are never not hilarious. Okay, it doesn't matter how old you get, and it's like
no
crack up, love you. Oh.
Puns are always awesome.
Well, and it's like, oh yeah, dude, I've gotten so like, and I never was like that punny. Like, I always thought it was kind of lame, but like, I feel like I've gotten more in that way.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, like what you call it, but I feel like you've always used a lot of kind of like I always call them old timey like phrases, but it's like keep your eyes peeled. You're not literally keeping your eyes peeled, but it's just saying, or like the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, but you're not really talking about an apple tree. You know?
Oh, absolutely.
Like some of those old time phrases.
Yeah. I can't think of what the actual term for it either is right now. But I like those phrases. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they don't
really, those phrases like kind of come to you in the moment, but like you don't really think of them off the top of your head. But when the situation comes, they just come to your head, you know.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have any favorite stores? What?
Favorite store?
Yeah, like a store you like to shop at, or like when you really like.
My favorite one that comes to mind right now, because we just went there, is Half Price Books. One of the best places in the whole wide world. They have all kinds of cool books. They have cool movies. They have just a wide range of things. I mean, I love going to Barnes and Noble. I love going to the Antique Mall in Boise. Trying to think what else. The Record Exchange is really cool.
Yeah.
Local business here.
I really miss Hastings. That's one store. Like I used to love Hastings, but it is gone.
Rest
in peace.
Of it now.
Yeah.
It really was. Can't think of anything else off the top of my head. Yeah.
That's all right. Yeah, those are good ones. What do you most often do when you're bored versus like things we're not gonna name and keep PC on this show?
I play a lot of video games.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I'm more towards that. I binge watch. I ain't bored, but I binge watch a lot of TV. Like a lot of my friends or a lot of coworkers are like, I don't watch so much TV. I'm like, kind of do. Like, I binged the new season of Cobra Kai. Unbelievable.
Oh, yeah.
Unbelievable.
Which is amazing. Yeah, which is awesome.
Yeah. But I mean, I love to write. I do photography sometimes. I'm trying to get more back into that again. So that kind of answers that question, hopefully. Yeah.
Cool. Do you have any pet peeves or like things that are like really annoying about life that like just annoy you or tick you off or anything?
I used to say yes. Like there were definite things where I'm just like, oh my gosh, seriously, how? And I feel like it's kind of funny. It's like I feel like I've become to a degree a bit more patient with things. I'm like, you know what? And that's been the hardest thing, like for me, like coming to terms that there are things that I cannot control. So why am I going to worry about it? Okay.
Yeah. Right.
All right. When things like it used to bug me so much when, like, for instance, people would like change plans or like push things out. I'm like, what? I got things going on, and I'm like, you know what?
Yeah.
We'll get to it eventually. Like with the stream today, I was like, and instead of me being, what's going on? You know what? It happens. It's not like I wasn't just hanging out with a friend anyway, so it's fine. You know?
Yeah, it took quite a bit of setup to like get back into it because I'm on my new studio trying to get used to it.
Yeah, I feel like in general, and of course I can't speak to everyone on this, but I feel like I've tried to become more patient over the years, or with recently.
That's good. Yeah, for me, like mine are always really random. Like I hate people that like tailgate you when you're driving, or like or
one of the biggest pet peeves for me is people that talk on speakerphone when in store.
Oh yeah, right. It's like
really to have a speakerphone conversation.
No, or like people that like honk at other people during traffic when you're at a red light and you don't go within like a millisecond. They'll like honk at you. You're like, come on, like give me a second here. Come on, like just little things like that.
Bro, let me go first.
Yeah, right. I just gotta finish sending this text. Hang on, just to be patient. Right? Yeah, but do you have a favorite salad dressing?
Probably Italian, and it's usually like the Olive Garden dressing. Definitely.
Oh yeah.
Or I like
definitely Olive Garden. They have good salad.
Yeah. But those are probably my two favorite dressings.
Nice. Do you have a favorite number? And if you do, why is it your favorite?
I really don't. But on the other hand of things, I think that if anything comes to the number 13, I will buy an additional item just to make sure.
Yeah, it's kind of unlucky. Yeah.
Yep. Exactly.
Yep. Okay. Here's a fun one. If you had 3 wishes, what would they be? And you can't wish for more wishes. So X-nay on the wishing for more wishes, like in a lot.
Let's see. To spend an afternoon talking to Dean Koontz, my favorite writer.
Oh, cool. That'd be awesome. Yeah.
Let's see. Gosh, I feel like that's such a like. Because I
What you
want to
gotta
say,
really think about.
be a successful writer.
Yeah.
Right. What other comes with that?
Right. Yeah.
So I feel like I'm wishing for things. Okay.
Yeah.
Or I feel like maybe no. I kind of wish that I had the ability to whistle, dude. I can't whistle to save my life.
Oh, really? You can't whistle, huh?
Horribly. So can you whistle and tune the songs?
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah.
Okay, I do not. I sound like an idiot. I do not.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
wait a dude. Obviously, doesn't know one of my favorite words. Okay, if they're
Yeah.
not words you use all the time, it's flex, man.
Yeah. Well,
That's all about like where they did an episode all about like historical flexes, and I was like, I love that word. Word's amazing. So I use that word a lot.
Right on. Yeah, for me, I always wish that I could do the really loud whistle where like people go like and they like whistle like super loud. That one I can't do. But
I think what else? I mean, I would love to be able to go back in time and see Frank Sinatra sing and perform.
Oh yeah, that'd be awesome.
Was that 2 wishes?
That's 3. Wait,
3.
wait. Yeah, you said
okay.
You said Dean Coots, you said whistling, and you said Frank Sinatra. Yeah.
Well, there it is.
All right. There we go. If you could have any superpower, what would it be?
To be able to fly, and I know that's kind of like absolutely. I think it'd be to fly, definitely.
But like that'd be cool. You get to take off and like go to Hawaii or just like go to fly wherever you want. You wouldn't need a car. Yep. What do you want to be when you grow up? And yes, we all need to grow up a little more. Come on. All right.
I mean, be a published author.
Oh yeah.
Or maybe be like a renowned photographer. Like, in other words, people pay money to come see my work in the galleries, or pay to have my work like on their walls at home. That'd be cool.
Very cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome. Yeah. What is the best thing about life? For you?
I think the best thing about life for me is that, so is that the attitude you have to start your day controls the whole rest of your day. So if you start out being like, today's going to suck, it's horrible, then your day's going to be horrible.
Yep.
But if you start out on a positive note and you try to be like, okay, you know what? Today's going to be good. It's a new day. I got this. Yep. Which is why you constantly see me posting stuff like, hey, it's a new day. I got this. It's because like when you're trying to be positive and stuff like that, I feel like it also impacts and helps other people.
Yeah,
from the people you meet and making people laugh. I love meeting people and I love talking to a wide range of people, and I love like even being able to like put a smile on their face. I think that's probably my favorite thing about life.
Yeah, and you're definitely very good at that too. I always see like when you're at a new job, you connect well with your coworkers, and just like when you meet people, you always seem to like just bring that smile and like a good energy and everything. So yeah.
Thank you, buddy.
Yeah. Let's see. So this one might take a little bit of thinking. If you only have 5, that's fine. But if you could pick 10 things in this entire world that you can only have, they have to be real things that like everything else in your life would go away. And I mean in like material possessions. So like 10 material possessions that you could keep and everything else goes away. What would they be?
So wait a second. So everything else goes away. So I don't have Ruth anymore.
Well,
or I give material possessions and then I have everything else.
Yeah. So all the people stay, but like all your material possessions go away except for 10 things. So like you have 10 material possessions, so you just cannot live like things that are important to you. What's that?
A house in McCall, Idaho.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna count.
One of the Maltese Falcon from from the Humphrey Bogart movie, so one of those original ones.
Yeah.
A signed letter, maybe, or but definitely something signed by Humphrey Bogart.
Yeah.
One of his hats.
Yeah.
That he wore. Gosh, this is tough.
Yeah, it's tough.
Like,
you got four.
Four. I would want a sweet entertainment setup. So like for instance, me and my wife could game.
Okay.
You know, like 2 big screen TVs. You know, I would want to be able to have like, dang it, this is okay. So an awesome entertainment setup for me and my wife.
Okay.
Let's see. Money to be able to safely, like, if we wanted to, you know, travel and go to Paris. Okay.
Right.
Not have to worry about it.
Yeah.
You know, or like, let's say we want to go to San Diego Comic-Con. Well, cool, we can do it because we have the extra income to do it.
Yeah, right.
I would want to. This is tough.
You have 8 so far.
Yeah, I'm counting them right now. So I would want my own. So one of my favorite writers, Robin Cook, has a writing retreat on his own property.
Oh, really?
So, or it's a like office he has, or kind of a, or yeah, like a. He goes to and he writes it. Okay, with a computer and everything.
Yeah.
Like, I would want to have my own like writing retreat. I can kind of like, okay, cool. This is my time. I go here to write. I go here to be more creative.
Yeah.
When I turn off my electronics.
Yeah, like a little,
like a
just kind of just quiet, secluded place of your own.
Right.
Yeah.
And probably number 10, a place that my wife can do the same thing.
Okay.
You know, you can go to relax. So those are my 10 things.
All right, cool. Let's see. What's the best thing about life? Or did I already kind of ask you that one? I think yeah, that one kind of like yeah, that one kind of is a repeat. Okay, well, but oh yeah. That's why, because I was reading backwards for a minute. For some reason it got flipped around. Okay. What's your favorite place? That's what I meant to ask you. Do you have a favorite place?
McCall, Idaho.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Awesome.
I think cabin, McCall. I mean, an ideal world, we could just magically afford to just buy the place for my parents up there.
Oh yeah. That's awesome. Let's see. Name either one, or you can name a couple if you want. Some of your favorite things that you've ever done, or your favorite experiences in life.
Getting my Eagle Scout.
Okay.
Getting that reward and getting to go to a special Eagle dinner where I got to meet Olympian figure skater Mary Lou Retton. That was cool.
Oh, awesome.
Autograph picture with her.
Oh, that's very cool. Oh, wow.
I got to see David Copperfield. That was incredible. Like, one of my heroes as a kid, because like you always watched like the interactive program with him. But and then furthermore, getting to go backstage and briefly meet him. Like, I didn't really get to meet him. Like, we had a signed paper or signed picture, and he quickly signed it.
Okay, that's cool.
Let's see. Gosh, it's hard for me because like it kind of goes to like meeting people. Like my favorite band's Queensryche. I saw them 7 times in concert, and at like the 6th time, I was standing in line talking to a guy, and I told him how much I love this band, how much they meant to me, and ultimately, at the end, he gave me his backstage pass, and he had that basically him and his wife usually go, and she couldn't be there, so he gave it to me, and I got to meet him. Awesome. It was incredible. Cool. Let's see, going to Metallica.
Yeah. That was like a legendary.
That was incredible. Which my wife doesn't really let me down because she didn't get to go, but it was amazing. And I don't blame her because after I think they announced that they were officially retiring from the road.
Well, you took her to Rammstein, so that's a pretty big one.
Rammstein was amazing, man.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Awesome. Let's see. What are your favorite movies? Like for me, this is a loaded one. I could go on forever, but what are your favorite movies?
Casablanca, hands down. The Maltese Falcon, Treasure of Sierra Madre. I mean, the Die Hard movie collection. I feel like those are like movies I could watch like over and over again and never get sick and tired of them. The Lethal Weapon movies. I mean, the original American Pie movies. So I'm talking. Those movies are great. Revenge of the Nerds is incredible.
Yep.
Dude, the Police Academy movies. Yeah, this is one of those things that go on.
Yeah, right.
Love movies.
Yeah.
Yes, there are definitely movies that I hate. So that maybe that's a little easier. So all Night Shyamalan movies.
No, you don't.
It's gonna all be in a dumpster. And
what about The Sixth Sense?
No.
Like The Sixth Sense? Oh, you don't like The Sixth Sense, huh?
No.
All right.
Go back.
Let's see. What are your favorite books? I know you're a huge reader. My favorite
book of all time is A Count of Monte Cristo.
Oh, awesome.
Let's see. Intensity by Dean Koontz.
Okay.
I love the whole Harry Potter series. I think it's incredible.
Yep, same.
I love the End of Watch trilogy. Oh, the Mr. Mercedes trilogy by Stephen King. It's amazing. Odd Thomas, but it's another thing. Like I feel like I can go on and on as well.
Yep, right. Well, those are some good ones, though. Do you have any favorite comic books? I don't know if you do like a ton of comic book reading.
Off the top of my head, Batman and Death in the Family. It's one of my favorites. Although the animated feature of that was garbage.
Oh, really?
Absolutely horrible.
I'll definitely skip that one.
Batman versus the Ninja Turtles was probably amazing.
Oh, nice.
I love that.
Never read that one. Yeah, that one was awesome.
Yep.
Let's see. What or who, it can be a person or a thing that makes you laugh the most.
My wife.
Yeah.
She makes me the happiest. She makes me laugh all the time. She knows exactly what to say to make me feel better and everything, I feel like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Yep. Laughter is the best medicine, and that saying's actually true. So when someone knows how to just bring that out of you just like that easy, then that's definitely a person you want in your life. Yep. But you have a favorite board game or a card game or a party game?
I'm trying to think. I mean, gosh, there are fun ones. I mean, Cards Against Humanity is amazing.
Yep. Yeah, that's one of my favorites for sure.
It's probably one of my favorites that sort of comes to mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. What about favorite video games? This one might be loaded.
I mean, lately, probably Cyberpunk. I love the Assassin's Creed series. The Batman games, the Arkham Knight series. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So those are a couple come to mind. But as I said, that's way too much to go into.
Right. Yep. So this one's kind of an odd question. If you don't have an answer for it, that's fine. But do you have anything weird or like unusual that you're really obsessed with? Like, do you have something that, I don't know, like you always have to have have around or have with you, or like things you really like? Because for me, that's a tough question. But I know some people they have little trinkets they carry with them, or have little things that they just love, or things that they like obsessively collect. Things like that.
I don't know anything weird or obsessive collect. I mean, I collect Snoopies. I have a huge collection of Snoopy to collect, but I don't know. That's weird.
Yeah, right.
But I think it kind of goes into the earlier question about like obsessions and kind of habits and stuff. For But I wouldn't say there's anything particularly weird that I collect. Yeah.
Okay. What is your favorite animal?
Favorite animal, definitely cats. I love cats.
Yeah. All right, awesome.
Or penguins. No. My favorite animal are penguins. Hands down.
Okay. Awesome. Yeah. Yep. Maybe that's one of the things that like you could say that you're a little obsessed with, just a little bit, because that's kind of like one of your things is like the penguin.
Yep.
Yep. Awesome. I know you kind of mentioned it a little bit, but like, what are your biggest hobbies? I mean, I know you like to write. I know you like photography, that kind of stuff.
So I'll be right back. Okay.
Okay. No, you're good. So I'm gonna keep this going. I'll answer just a couple questions while we're on this, just to keep it going. I might cut this part out and I piece it together, but I'll go over a couple of questions Chris just answered. My favorite board games for sure is Cards Against Humanity. For people who don't know me, I actually made my own version of Cards Against Humanity, because if you played Cards Against Humanity, you know that game is very risque. A lot of like sexual talk and like crazy like the cuss words and everything in it. So I wanted to make it something that's funnier than the original, and also you can play it with like your grandma, with your like little kids, like something that's appropriate for everyone, for the whole family. So I have that game. I thought maybe I had it in here to show you, but yeah, definitely that's like one of the go-tos in my house, because we like every time that I get together with family, they like always want to play Cards Against Humanity. So yeah, because it's just so funny and hilarious. It's one of those things like you have to kind of play it to really understand it, but it's awesome. Let's see. A preview of some questions I'm gonna answer. Let's see. What or who makes you laugh the most? I would have to say it's probably definitely got to be my brothers. I mean, my sister too. I'll include all siblings, especially lately. My sister's been pretty funny, but I mean, definitely my brother Aaron, for some reason, he'll just say some random thing that's not even supposed to be funny at all, and it's just hilarious. Like, yeah, I'll even like put it in full screen until Chris comes back. You can see my setup a little more. I'm trying to kind of get the camera angle just right on it, but anyway, this is a work in progress. So me and my wife just moved to a new place, kind of like a townhome sort of thing, and it's definitely way bigger than our last place. So I'm gonna kind of just double check here, making sure everything's good here with Chris. Yeah.
Hello.
All right. Hey, I'll throw you back up here. Come on. There we go.
I'm sorry about that. I thought when I went muted and like I went like blocked my cam, I thought I'd just be able to unclick that and come back up.
Oh, okay. No, it's all good. I answered one or two questions for myself while you were gone.
Yeah.
But let's see. Some of these questions they're a little redundant, so I'm kind of trying to just like keep it to the like no repeats.
Right.
Let's see. How about if money was no object and you could spend the day doing one thing, what would it be?
Probably go to Japan with my wife, and furthermore, go to the Ghibli Museum.
Oh yeah, that'd be really cool. Yeah, I've always wanted to go to Japan. I took 2 years of Japanese in high school, so I wish I would have even stuck with it more.
I would definitely do that, because I think obviously we both love Ghibli movies. I think it'd be incredible to go there.
Yeah.
So if money was no option, definitely pay for a trip to Japan and spend as much time as possible there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, my dad and two of my brothers, that they went to Japan earlier this year. They made it right before COVID hit. So like literally they like barely made it back, and then when they made it back, they shut down all flights out of the country. So they barely made it back in time. but let's see. Do you have a go-to song that you would sing for karaoke night?
Probably AC/DC, I Will Rock You.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Nice. Mine would have to be like anything by Journey, probably, or anything by Weird Al Yankovic, just because I listened to him so much as a kid that I have all the songs memorized. I don't even need the lyrics on screen. I can just sing them.
Yeah.
It's cool. Let's see. So if you had to, would you rather do the dishes, mow the lawn, clean the bathroom, or vacuum the house?
Mow the lawn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably my least, but that's just me. But let's see. I guess you sort of already answered, but if you could go to the future or the past, which would it be and why, and where would you go?
I would so since I already got one thing, I'm gonna include this. I would have to go. This is tough because I like so. I would want to go to a Hollywood screening of the movie Casablanca. I'm probably like try to sneak backstage or whatever.
Yep.
And might go Humphrey Bogart.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite author?
Dean Koontz, hands down.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite director? Do you have one?
Not really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine's pretty tough. I think currently my favorite director has been Taika Waititi, because he definitely did like Thor Ragnarok. He did What We Do in the Shadows. He directed the finale for season 1 of The Mandalorian. So yeah, he's been one of my favorite directors. And then he's going to direct the upcoming Thor: Love and Thunder, which I'm excited for that one.
Yeah.
But let's see. Do you have a favorite original film score, and if so, what?
I mean, probably so I always go back to, definitely as the time goes by, from the movie Casablanca.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Cool. What is your favorite day of the week?
Maybe Fridays. I don't know. I work a lot, so I don't really have like a favorite day of the week.
Yeah, right. How about surprises? Yay or nay? Do you like surprises?
Yeah, sometimes. I've had some good surprises.
Yeah, I've had some good surprises, and I'm gonna wait until you interview me. But I have a surprise that went horribly awry once, so that's a story for another time. But do you care very much about spoilers, like for the TV show, books?
Absolutely.
Yeah, you don't want to be spoiled.
Yeah.
No, me neither. Probably. What is one strong political belief that you have?
Gosh, it's tough. I lean towards the Second Amendment, but with that being said, though, I think as well that everybody should be trained responsibly how to handle a handgun. So you should go to gun safety classes. You should do enhanced carry classes, and understand that ultimately, at the end of the day, a gun is a tool, not the ultimate end all.
Yeah. And there's way too many people out there that just have guns and they have no idea what to do with them. Like they don't know how to properly handle them or take care of them, but they have them.
So I think it's important.
They probably shouldn't have, like honestly. But what's the worst feeling in the world? What would you say?
Loneliness.
Yeah. Then what's the best feeling in the world?
I mean,
a little tough because there's a
like, because it's more of a best fun in the world, like laughter or like seeing somebody smile, bring the reason that person smiles. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Oh yeah, totally. Right. And what's the best gift you've ever received from somebody?
Gosh, received a lot of amazing gifts over the years. From the Echo from you, graduation gift. My friend Travis got me an amazing denim jacket covered with patches and pins. That was like one of my birthday gifts for him. It's absolutely incredible.
I'm like jealous of that jacket.
Yeah. I mean, a friend of mine got me awesome horror documentary recently. Buddy of mine. Let's see. Trying to think. My friend Jared got me an awesome Operation Mindcrime mask, which is really cool.
Oh,
I got the complete animated series Batman. I have the animated series Ninja Turtles. Those have been presents.
Oh, that's cool.
Gosh. Hockey tickets. My brother Mike got me hockey tickets. I got to go with my wife, so that was really cool. She'd never been to a Steelheads game, so she had a blast.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I miss Steelheads games. Those are a lot of fun. But Seattle's getting a new professional hockey team. We're going to be called the Krakens. And if you go online and watch the preview video for the Seattle Krakens, it's awesome. I would definitely recommend doing that.
You guys are going to have a professional hockey team?
Yeah, we're going to have a professional hockey team.
That's awesome. Sick, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, me and definitely have to make a road trip for that.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. You ever received a really bad gift, like something totally horrible? I mean, you don't have to mention names of who gave it to you, but have you ever? We just like, what the crap is this? Like, I definitely had a couple of those. I'm like, okay.
I have, but nothing that like comes to mind. Like, right off the bat, that's like a bad gift.
Yeah. Right. But have you ever thought of what your future son or future daughter's name might be? Have you ever thought about it? And if so, what would it be?
No, I have not.
Okay. Then do you have a favorite amusement park that you've ever been to, or a favorite ride too?
I went to. I think we went to Six Flags, maybe in like California or something like that. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, so thunderstorms, cool, scary, annoying, or no opinion?
Kind of a mix. I mean, they can be scary at times, but they can be pretty epic as well. I mean, because they're pretty scary. They can, just the lightning and everything else. The fact that, I mean, small chance, but you could be struck by lightning.
Right. Yep. Let's see. Do you have a favorite smell? Like smells you really like?
Vanilla. I love the smell of fresh cut wood.
Okay. Yeah.
I love trying to think. For some reason I can't think of anything else right now. Yeah, I love like fresh baked cookies.
Oh yeah. Yep, definitely.
Yeah.
Awesome. Do you have a favorite drink? It doesn't have to be alcoholic. It could be anything.
Kind of basic. I love my black coffee.
Oh yeah. A coffee drinker.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, my wife's trying to call me right now.
Oh, if you need to take a little break,
almost an hour and
give her a
35
call,
minutes.
you can. Yeah, so I mean, we can go
Sorry
for a little
about
bit longer, or we can take a little break if you need to, or we can call it good. It's up for you. But I got a million more.
Are you okay with calling it good?
Yeah.
Or is there another question definitely you wanted to ask me? So on the favorite drink, probably like my go-to, like energy drink is Rockstar. Pop, if I'm gonna have it, probably Coke for Coke over Pepsi. Yeah. I mean, I like Mountain Dew. I like water. Man, as I said, I like black coffee. So, but a Tim Hortons coffee. Yeah.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A couple things come to mind.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see if there's any last questions I've been really wanting to ask you. I think we pretty much covered like quite a few things. So yeah, I think that's good. So yeah, we'll let you go. I know your wife's probably wanting to talk to you. So but yeah, this has been a lot of fun though. So this has been
for sure.
My first episode of the 1v200. Technically, we have over 200 questions that if we ever get around to it, maybe someday we'll do a part 2. You know.
Yeah, we can do part 2 definitely for sure.
You can finish them up, but
yeah,
but
we can.
So
I'm game for making this like a part 1 and then a part 2 of this interview.
Yeah. I'm totally down for that. So you heard it here. So watch for the part 2. That'll be coming soon. But I'll just kind of wrap it up here. So where can the people find you, Chris?
You can find me at wow, all of a sudden I'm spacing what my handles are.
We look
writer 80 writer underscore 84. Instagram cscott1128.
All right, cool. Yeah, and for me, basically you can find me on my other YouTube channel. So I got another YouTube channel that's called the Media Sweaties Network. We have a show over there called Get Sweaty. We do a top 5 this next Sunday at 1 p.m. Pacific time. We're going to be doing our favorite Disney song. So that's coming up. And then we're going to be having episode of BlindSpots coming up soon. Me and Chris are going to be talking about Turner and Hooch. So that's coming up. And then awesome. Me also in my Facebook group for the Media Sweaties, we're actually doing a little tournament over there where we're actually voting on the favorite comedian from the Media Sweaties Network that on social media space. So anyone who's a part of that group can go on. There's going to be a new poll coming up tonight, and eventually we're going to determine our favorite stand-up comedian / comedic actor, just whoever makes us laugh the most. So that's where you can find me. And yeah, so for 1v200, I've been Jordan Anderson, and this has been Chris Scott, and we'll talk at you next time.
All right, bye.